Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am LIl. This is LIl's Corner, and this is a gossip chat. Okay, I haven't done a gossip chat in a minute. I did one with my mom, but I haven't did one like at home chilling and just talking about what I want to talk about. Okay, so if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird. Dun dun dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and all that good shit. Do not forget to like, comment, share this video, to hit the notification bell because it'll let you know when I have new videos up. You can follow me on Instagram. The link is in the description box below. Shop my Teespring merchandise. The description box below has all that information. All you need to know to contact me to find out who's seen my things on all that stuff. Teespring, all that stuff is below in the description box. Okay, so gossip chats. First things up first. Y'all know Brooke, Valentine, and Marcus from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I don't know if they're gonna be on the upcoming season. Did I hear they were supposed to be on there? I'm assuming they're going to be on there. Why do you say? Well, because they had a whole baby. Okay, yep. I know I'm cut off. Don't worry about that. Marcus and Brooke had a whole baby. Okay, now it was rumors and rumblings back months ago, right after the last season wrapped up, and they were saying that supposedly she was pregnant, but it came out and then it went away. And I was watching Alex's video earlier, and he said it, and it's exact truth. He was like, it's not that she hid it so well. It's the fact that nobody gave a fuck to look into it. I said, oh, Lord Jesus. I mean, it's kind of true. I feel like it's a difference between somebody being pregnant and no one looking to see some pictures, no one trying to find out what's going on, versus someone being pregnant and they like, oh, she pregnant? Oh, okay. So I think the weird thing was, it wasn't that she hid it. It's just that nobody, I mean, she didn't post no pictures of herself, but it was like anybody was like, oh, where's Brooke? Brooke? Which, even like, not even Brooke. Erica Dixon, from who was on Love Hip Hop Atlanta, when she popped up pregnant, it was like, oh, okay. Like, wasn't nobody like checking to see what's going on. But I do think it's just like, oh, she had, and I think it's thing where not only did nobody see her pregnant, but she had the baby and nobody knew anything. But like Alex said, no one gave a fuck, okay? But I'm like, oh, I mean, they did a whole little cute little photo shoot, and the baby looks small, so it's a little girl, so their daughter. Marcus posted this video. Marcus posted the video. Girl, I keep saying video. Posted this picture on his IG on Mother's Day. Just saying how, you know, they had a whole baby. And I'm like, is her coochie healed yet? Cause she up there squatting or whatever. The baby got to be a couple weeks old. And all she wanted was a baby. She wanted Marcus for life. And now she has him for life. They're supposedly married too. I feel like this. If they be on Love and Hip Hop the next season and we don't see something about them being a married couple with a baby, I'm going to be pissed. Because they married with a baby. Lyric and A1 married with a baby. Ray J and Prince is married with a baby. Enough people is married with, it can be actually love and hip hop. It don't have to be bullshit. It's enough people on that series where Spectacular from Pretty Ricky, he get married and he got a whole baby. Like, it's enough people who have actual relationships with children, and we would watch it. We don't need all the other bullshit. Now, I think Alex also brought up who was supposed to be on this season of hip hop Hollywood, but I can't remember. It was too many names people I didn't give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, we don't need all them B, C, D list, F list people to make the show interesting. So I'm just like, girl, give it up. We don't want to see them. Mona, just stop putting all them extra people we don't care about. Okay, next up, Wendy Williams. Girl, look up. Jimmy. Wendy Williams was all out. Okay, all out in these streets. As she said on her show, she's been out and about. She just like to be out having fun. She's a single woman now. And for the first time, she just kind of spoke about her whole divorce. You know, she was talking or whatever. She then brought up how, you know, there was a picture of her out and about. You know what I'm saying? This little picture. And people was wondering who was the man sitting next to her. You know, he looked like her type. I mean, he looked like Kevin. And so they're like, oh, she already got a boyfriend. Oh, look at Wendy with a boyfriend. And the dude do look like Kevin. Let's not say he don't. He do look like Kevin. But you know, so that was her at I think it was a fashion show. It was a fashion show this weekend. And she said when she heard like I was out with a girl, she's like, who was I out with? I was with my glam squad. But you know, that guy is actually her security. He's one of the people on her security team, is what I would say. And so, but no one knew that. But he was also at the show, too, back in the rafters, sitting around because he's security. You know, she brought up how, you know, I am a single woman now. I am working on my divorce pleasantly for right now. And when I'm like, oh, wait. And she's like, you know, I can't really be, you know, I can't ask for privacy because I be in everybody else's business. I'm like, wait a minute. Is she talking about her divorce? And she talking, and what made me mad was, as she's just talking, like, I'm a single woman now, the audience kept clapping, and she kept saying, no, let me talk. And I'm like, well, y'all sit down and shut up. Okay, y'all the wrong audiences. I think people have to learn to read the room. And I was mad at her staff, too. I'm like, y'all be up there making them clap. Make them shut up because she's trying to say something. I feel like adult people should know when is the time to cheer and like, yay. Like, they were trying, like, it wasn't like she was trying to make one sentence. She was trying to talk about it. And I'm like, she really does that. So if y'all shut up, let her talk so I can get all the juice of it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she brought up how eventually they shut the fuck up and clapping. And I told y'all, I'm a Wendy Williams watcher, okay? I love Wendy, even on the days when she pisses me off. Anyway, you know, she brought up how, you know, she's going through the divorce and how her son is home from college because it's college break and how he be splitting time between her and his dad or whatever. You know, she brings up how she be hitting up all these events here, there, and everywhere because, as she said, I'm a mature, almost single woman and I can do that. Okay, I can do what I like and I'll be out in these streets. You know what I'm saying? She brought up how she has a brand new bachelorette pad because y'all know she moved. She's in New York City. She's no longer in Jersey. And I'm like, oh shit, Wendy. And I mean, she was just more talkative about what's really going on in her life. And I told y'all, when Wendy first came back, when she was still with that man, it was a different Wendy. Right before she went on hiatus, it was a different Wendy. This Wendy, she's the old Wendy times two because she seems happy. That's the crazy part. She seems happy as hell to be free and away from that man, okay? And I'm like, come on now, girl. Now, she also brought up how she is dating, okay? She said she's dating a few people, okay? She said, I'm out here dipping it and doing it. That's how she calls it. You know, she brought up how people from her staff, some of the DJ, the security dude, somebody else. It's like, you know, they've been to my bachelorette pad. They've been here with me or whatever. And she said, because I need things done here, there, and everywhere. You know, she said, I have the ultimate bachelorette pad, high top everything. I have a really, really good view. And I am reclaiming my life. I don't have a boyfriend, but I must admit, I am rediscovering my love of men and transparency. I do date. And I date pretty often. You know, she says the parade of males will proceed as a result. I would like issues lifted, I think that one thing lifted and put in place. She said, but nonetheless, you know, I'm unpacking, you know, and I think what she means is there are guys around. I don't think y'all here, you know what I'm saying, fucking every time being hairy. But like when you move, you do need things. Like I told y'all, my uncle had to come over and had to do the chair, because you want people that you are comfortable around to be in your space putting stuff together. You don't want no strange men in your house when you're newly single putting yourself, because you don't know what they're gonna want to do. So it makes sense for her to have the guys who are around her at her house. The security dude, the DJ dude, whoever third, it was people within the show. I'm like, it makes complete sense. Because you do. I told my Uncle Doug on Sunday at the house, I said, look, I'm going to be getting some new artwork to hang on top of my bed, and because I don't want a headboard. I want artwork as the backdrop of my bed. I know I'm really, really weird. I'm like, I need you to come hang it because it's gonna be large pieces, and I need it up high enough to cover my whole wall. And so because you have to have people over who you trust. And even though, like Wendy, I'm dating too, I don't want everybody in my house in my space. Point to the blank to the period. But it was just a good thing to see her like just being honest and saying how, yeah, I am out here, having fun. I am out here, dating here and there. I am out here going out to events in New York. I don't want to be in the house on Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? I'll be recuperating on Sunday and Monday because I've been hanging out all weekend. I feel like that's what a person who is no longer in the marriage is supposed to do. My mom, after my dad passed away, eventually she started hanging out with like my cousins. My cousins are her age. Because she's like, why do I want to sit around in the house? They would go to like hustle classes, and she would just go out with her, her friends or whatever. She not dating at all. But again, it was a thing of she wanted to get out and about and not be in the house sitting around. And Wendy just out and about. Now she was dating a little bit or whatever. Now she made a joke how she was talking to her friend, her really best friend who she's known for like 40 years, who lost her husband. So they're both basically single women. One's a single woman. One's a divorcee. One's a divorcee. The other's a widower. Ain't a widow. A widow. But her friend brought up how in her bed she sleep spread eagle, starfish style. And we said, really, all the time? And she said, yeah, don't you sleep like that? She's like, well, not every night. Jokingly acting like she be having men up on her bed. But if she do, I mean, girl, her husband had women in his had a whole baby. Okay, a whole baby. But I mean, I am a fan of Wendy, and I am happy to see any woman who was going through things in her personal life, and she is now clean and sober, and she seems happy. So kudos, okay, to Miss Wendy Williams. I told y'all, even when she got my damn nerves, I am still a fan of hers, and she is a great, and I'm just happy. I'm happy she's happy. You know what I'm saying? So next up, R. Kelly. So R. Kelly's daughter, her name is Joanne. Okay, so Joanne Kelly, but she go by like, is it Baktu? It may not be Baktu. Girl, I don't know why I said Baktu. Oh no, it's Buka. It's BukaAbi. So I think it's like Buka Abi. I'm not sure. Now the daughter was supposedly in school in California, but she's saying how she can't go to school no more because her daddy won't pay the tuition bills or whatever. He won't pay. We supposed to pay. Now I said, first of all, R. Kelly ain't got no money. Now, part of the divorce or whatever the decree that they have, he's supposed to pay for the kids' schooling up until they are 23 years old. And, so she was saying she was supposedly in college, in art school in California up until last fall. They said she tried to enroll for the next semester, and they told her that she could not because her tuition had not been paid. Now, R. Kelly's people said that, he stopped paying because he stopped getting bills, and he was only paying for things when he got bills from the school, like, okay, these are for her books, this is for her housing. He was no longer getting statements or proof of expenses, so he stopped paying. And even though R. Kelly's a whole piece of shit, even though I think he's probably lying, at the end of the day, what he's saying makes sense. I can only pay when I'm being told to pay. I can't just send you money and figure that you in school. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. His crisis manager said, R. Kelly believed his daughter chose to drop. Is it chose or choose? She had chosen. No, wait. She chose to drop out. Girl, I don't know. That she chose to drop out of school, and that's why he stopped getting the bills. And that the daughter or the ex-wife, Drea, never gave any documentation or proof that she was kicked out of school either. So it's like, you saying I'm not paying, but you didn't send me no bill to pay, but you also didn't send me a notice saying that you was kicked out because I didn't pay. And I agree. If look, we know he's done other things wrong. Let's say that. But I do feel like if you want someone to pay, send them a bill. Okay, send them a bill or show me where the school will say you can't go to school. Your daddy ain't pay your bill. Like, I do think they should give him that, and then his ass should pay the goddamn on bill. But also, people keep saying how she kept saying how she didn't want a relationship with him, she didn't want to be bothered with him or whatever, but she wanted him to pay her schooling. He's supposed to be her daddy. Now, on the other hand, on the B side of it, he ain't got no money. He just paid Andrea, I think it was $63,000. It was $62,499.70, which was child support that covered March, April, and May for their 3 children. However, he supposedly is still owing an additional $32,000 in interest, and he had that when they went to court the other day. He gave her the whole check for almost $63,000, but they want the additional 32, which they're saying that may be for the girl's schooling. And Andrea had said when she came out of court, "This is victory for my children. All this money, the check he came and gave me, is for my children. I will continue to fight for my children to the end of time." Now, R. Kelly is still required to pay $20,000 a month in child support. And I'm going to say this, and y'all may be like, bitch, what? Bitch, what? I feel like R. Kelly can't afford 20 grand per month for child support. And I know that sounds like, wait, but he ain't got no money. Not only does he not have money, he not making no money. I feel like when anybody's child support payments is based on amounts of money that they no longer make, it should be adjusted. Because at the end of the day, he gonna keep getting behind if his child support is probably per month is more than he put in per month. So how can he afford to give her 20 grand if he only make 5 grand a month? You know, it's that kind of stuff. I think we are aware that he's financially in a bad state. And I'm not saying because of that he should not have to pay child support, but I'm like, I don't think he can afford 20 grand. And it's all his fault because he should have done a lot of things he didn't do, but whatever. But anyway, yeah. The girl supposedly want to go back to college, so they hoping that it'll get straightened out later on. And also Andrea and this daughter will be on Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta the new season. Girl, how she in school in California if she gonna be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? Gotta figure it out. But maybe they had to go on there because again the daddy won't give no money. Who knows? We'll figure it out later. Okay, next up. So Nipsey Hussle. We talked about Christopher Dart and no longer being his attorney. However, his sister, Samantha. Okay, that's his sister. That was her at the actual memorial service. She is trying to get custody of his daughter. That's his daughter with her mom, Tanisha. So the sister Samantha, is trying to get not even the sister, also his brother, who I think they call him Black Sam. Is it Black Sam? Let me see. I thought it was. Yeah, Black Sam. They're trying to get guardianship of his daughter, mainly because they're saying how Nipsey already had custody of her in the first place. Now the sister Samantha was denied the emergency guardianship that she asked for initially because the judge said ain't no point for no emergency stuff. Now Nipsey's brother Black Sam has also filed a declaration supporting Samantha get guardianship of the daughter. So they were in court, I think it was over Friday, and the mama Tiffany, who on IG she go by China Hussle. I say, girl, Lord Jesus. But she was saying how she's not seen the daughter in a minute. She said it's the first time she's seen her. Did she say it's in a couple months? Yeah, in some months. I'm looking like if you ain't seen your child in months, that mean that Nipsey had her. That's the crazy part. Someone said that he usually only had her on weekends and the mama had her other than that. But I'm like, if the mama said, I have not seen my daughter in months. And so in the courtroom, she was emotional because the daughter was there. And so they kind of cleared the courtroom and gave Tanisha and the daughter some time to spend together because, again, the mama was emotionally crying and, just upset because, she had not seen the daughter in a while. So they're still trying to get guardianship. The hearing was pushed back until, Friday, which is this Friday coming up. So we shall see. Now, it's just weird because I feel like it's like nobody know what's going on. Like the mama, I'm gonna keep fighting for my child, but I feel like if you didn't have her already, like if you already had not seen her in months, I get why the sister and his brother, like, you know what I'm saying, she needs to stay with us because this is her constant. You was her, you know what I'm saying, optional time spent person, and that ain't fair to the daughter. I feel like they want to keep the daughter used to her schedule, who she's used to being around. I don't think, or I don't hope they're trying to keep her away from her mom, but they're saying she was always with us. You know, with us, with Nipsey, so she should stay with us. So we would have to see what else happens with that situation. They did say also that Marathon Clothing Store, the actual store, you know, in Cali, is closed. Mainly because they had got so many orders that they had to close the store. They got like it was like 2 million orders. They said they've made like $10 million in sales since Nipsey passed away. That's a lot. That's a blessing. Like, that's a blessing. I've seen a couple people like, complain like, I can't believe they would, you know, why would you take all these orders if you can't fulfill them? I don't think anybody expected the outpour of supports to be what it was. I think it was unexpected. I feel like they probably didn't realize how many orders was coming in because they was grieving, okay? And so they had to close the store. Mainly because, you know, it's more like a memorial thing there now because so many people will be there just trying to take pictures, you know, just be there and all that stuff. And it's a whole lot going on. Not only that, they have so many orders that they have to fulfill. They have to fulfill 2 million orders. And that stuff ain't cheap. I went on the website, honey, and looked. I was gonna give me a hat that said Crenshaw, and them hats is like $80. Okay, it's not cheap. So they made a pretty penny, and that's amazing. His albums, his music has been streaming. He owned his masters. So the family, you know, for the most part, is set. His brother, Black Sam, you know, is going to court as well to try to be, you know, the executor of his estate because, again, you know, when people pass away who are famous, there are so many things that happen that someone has to be in control of his images, of his likeness, of this and of that, because of not, people will be doing things and making money off of him, and his family, his children, his legacy can just be left in the lurch, okay? So his brother is, you know, in the process of becoming the executive of his estate to handle all the business aspects of things and deals that's gonna come out. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a story of his life. It's gonna be all kind of stuff because, again, it's still shocking that he was murdered. It's crazy, but it's great to see that his sister and his brother are trying to step in where they can. We see Charlamagne the God gifted Lauren London like a pendant that was Nipsey's face. It was amazingly beautifully done. They didn't show him giving it to her. They just showed it being made and that being a gift to her. I'm kind of happy that Lauren London has kind of stayed out the spotlight, but she's always been the kind of person where you know who she is. She's famous, but you don't see her out and about like that. I feel like she's taking the proper time to deal, okay? Just to deal with that loss. And I'm happy that there are people around who she don't have to be like hands-on with stuff. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. His brother handling things, his sister handling things, and for the most part, people are respecting that lady's privacy, and she's able to just kind of sit and chill and deal with her grief. So, you know, that's an amazing thing as well. Next up, so I was going to be like scrolling. I did that when I did. I'm seeing the stuff I was going to talk about. So I won't be tripping. Condolences to Jordin Sparks. Her stepfather passed away after having a stroke. I'm like, God damn it. Okay. It's just, I'll put the picture that is on it's on the Jasmine brand. That is her mom, and the stepdad who passed away. Because, again, I'm on Jasmine brand right now. That's where I seen it at. So, again, that's her mom, and that's her stepfather who passed away. Again, you know, to send prayers her way. You know, she's married with her own kid, and that's just oh so sad. And y'all know it ain't, look, look, man, they be tough. I'm just gonna say that. Y'all know if I keep talking, I'll start crying. Cause I was crying. What was I doing? I was driving home. Or was I driving to work? No, I was driving to work. And some song came on. What was it? I forgot what song it was. And I just started boo-hoo crying. Like, oh my God, I was just so sad crying. It was my dad. So, my complete heart goes out to Jordin because, man, look, ain't no pain like the pain that lose a father. Next up, Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish, okay, who I still think is fabulous. I still think she's funny. She is going to host and executive produce Kids Say the Darndest Things, the revival. Now, it used to be done, I remember it when it was done with Bill Cosby. I think at one point it may have been with Steve Harvey. Was it ever with Steve Harvey? Let's see, y'all. Let's see. I just remember the Bill Cosby version. I can't remember, and maybe I'm just sure about Steve Harvey. But that may be the next story. But people have been saying Tiffany Haddish have been weird lately. They know what kind of headspace she was in. The whole pimp outfit at the Met Gala and the chicken. It was people like, what is she doing? Like, is she out here shucking and jiving for bullshit? I feel like for a moment she was a bit lost. I do feel like her hosting something like Kids Say the Darndest Thing, I think is cute because she say the darndest things. And I think she's relatable. Okay, so I am very much so interested to see her do this. I'm always happy when any person is able to do their thing, get their own show and all that good stuff. So we're going to be like, woo, woo, for Tiffany Haddish. Okay, I think it's going to be on NBC. Empire. So Empire has officially been canceled. Season 6, the upcoming season 6 will be the last season. So while they did renew them for season 6, that will be the last season. They're still saying that Jussie Smollett's character will not be back for season 6, even though he had the option in his contract to be on the show. I feel like they did that just so that no one can say, oh, they fired him, from the show or whatever. And that, people saying, well, did Jussie, is he the reason the show, is over? No. People have been saying for the past, 2 seasons the show was some bullshit. Because it's just all this extra this and extra that. I just don't think what happened, what he did, made the bad any better. Okay? It kind of just made them focus in on the bad. But not only that, Fox canceled a whole bunch of shows because they said Fox is taken over by Disney. I said, oh, that's why. It's going to be some cookie cutter type shit. Because I'm like, why they get rid of so many good shows? Again, Empire, not saying Empire's a good show. It's okay. So I enjoyed Taraji and Terrence. But, they got rid of Empire. They got rid of Star. They got rid of The Passage. They got rid of The Gifted. They got rid of just all these shows. They got rid of. And I'm like, why? Why? What is going on? Someone else said they may be bankrupt or losing money, so they couldn't have all them shows at the same time. What I can respect is ABC. ABC said they were keeping their main shows because they have a formula that works. ABC know how to get good shows on there and keep good shows on there. Grey's Anatomy is coming up to at season 15 to 16, not only that, NBC with all them Chicago shows and with the SVU shows. Hell, CBS with those NCIS shows. CBS, NBC, ABC, even the CW with The Flash, with the Arrow that's gonna be going off the air. The series finally coming up. Supergirl, Blacklist, All American, which I just started watching. I feel like they get shows that work and they don't cancel shows after one season. I feel like Fox is really, really known. They canceled The Passage and they canceled the TV show Pitch. Both stars Zach Morris in the thing. Both are really good shows. And they canceled it after one season. Fox don't give shows time to build an audience. And that be the problem. You have people, most shows, people start watching in the off season. We do reruns. And I think that's the reason why all these other stations have these long running great shows. And Fox, every couple years, make up new shows because they cancel so many other ones. But girl, And they still out there still playing the American Idol. The fuck wrong with y'all? Anyway, I didn't went off on a whole tangent. But yeah, they say there's a petition launched to bring Jussie Smollett back for season 6. Look, I don't think he needs to be back for the full season, but I do think they need to bring him back to end the series. The only way that y'all should not do that is if y'all kill this character off. And I don't think they'll do that, mainly because they've already killed off Kingsley's character. So you've already killed off one lion kid. I don't think you need to kill off the other one. And you can't end the series and not bring Jamal back. You can't just have Jamal on an island somewhere just stranded for, no. You need to bring him back for maybe the last 2 episodes of the season of the series finale. Like, again, don't have him in the whole thing, or have him be doing Skype and video calls back and forth or whatever, something like that. But you can't just end the series and not bring him back at all. But I also feel like maybe they're just not telling anyone what they're gonna do, mainly because they have not even started writing for season 6. Girl, it's still some bullshit. We know that they canceled Star and people were petitioning for Star to come back, but a lot of the cast who have been posting about it, I know Ryan Dessy who plays Alex, she posted on her IG how, you know what I'm saying, it's never, you'll see us later. We seen how what's his name? Lance Gross posted his thing on IG, and he posted him saying, it's not the end. Like, they posting little stuff. I'm like, I wonder if they know they're gonna wrap up. Someone else said this too. They may wrap up stuff within Star on Empire. I guess because they did bring what's that girl name? Giselle's character to Star. Maybe they can just have them talk about the shooting that happened at Alex's wedding, and they can say at least who alive and who ain't. And that can be the end of it. I don't know. Anyway, girl, who knows? But we both know both shows is over and done with. And, it was what it was. And we're going to turn the final season of Empire into a television event. One of the great benefits of announcing the final season is that you can leave the fans, you have the fans lean in, have the finale they desire. We want you to bring back Star. Bring back my girls, as RuPaul would say. But, we shall see what happens with that when the new season and stuff come over later on. Steve Harvey. We know Steve Harvey. I don't have a picture of him. Y'all know who Steve Harvey is. He lost his show. So the Steve Harvey Morning Show has been replaced by Kelly Clarkson's new TV show. That's Kelly Clarkson. This is my thing. Y'all know Kelly Clarkson won American Idol, like, I think season 1, so forever ago. And I like her, here and there. However, replacing him with her, I'm like, damn, really? Like, they not even in the same demographic. But that was one thing. He now has lost his job to Melissa McCarthy. She was hosting that show, Little Big Shots. It was like a little variety show, with talented kids. That's why I kept thinking about Tiffany Haddish, because it was that other kid show. Excuse me. But they're now going to replace Steve Harvey on, Little Big Shots with Melissa McCarthy. Now, I think she's funny. I've seen a lot of her movies. She's lost a ton of weight. Girl, I'm trying to do that same thing too after one of surgeries. Because I won't die. But, I'm like, really? Y'all replaced the black man with 2 white women? And again, I don't want to make it about race, but I'm like, y'all replaced the black man with 2 white women. Like, I don't know what else to say. People keep like, oh, that's what Steve get. He was shucking and jiving and saying how, this and that, rich folk don't sleep. You know what I'm saying? And if I have, all these things they've been saying, I feel like, again, what's for Steve is for Steve, the same way as what's for Kelly, and what's for Melissa is for Melissa. I didn't watch Steve's TV show. I also don't watch Little Big Shot, so I don't care too much. But again, it's in the news. And now her replacing Steve was per People. They bring up how Melissa's just an incredible performer, an incredible comedian, and now it's by NBC's co-chairman Paul something something something. They say that she will bring a completely fresh perspective to the show as a 48-year-old mother of two. Now, Steve Harvey is 62. He's a father of a few. Okay, got a whole bunch of kids all up in there. So, I mean, I think they want to bring in more white people to watch the show. I don't know how else to say it. And I do think Melissa will bring in a different kind of crowd. Her movies are funny. But I like weird white funny. Like I love Will Ferrell. You know what I'm saying? I love I love Vince Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? I love Wedding Crashers. I love Step Brothers. I love those kind of movies. Even the movie that she did, what was it called? What was it called? It was something where she was married and her daughter went to college, and then the husband wanted a divorce and was marrying the realtor, and so the mama then went to college with the daughter. It was a funny movie. Anyway, I like Melissa McCarthy, but I still feel like, damn, they replaced Steve Harvey with two white women. Okay. It is what it is. I think that was all I had. Oh, well, no, I'll say this. Y'all know LIl Mo. Okay, I'll get this picture of LIl Mo again. That is on, y'all know these people. Jasmine brand, because again, that's the website I'm on as I'm scrolling talking to y'all. But there was a post on social media today, and so LIl Mo, her husband Karl Dargan, they look a little foolish. So there was supposedly somebody posted on Facebook, okay, and I hope Jasmine has the whole little thing. And they was saying how, LIl Mo husband is trash. Oh yeah, here we go. And the lady, move bastard, a little ad popped up and everything. So the lady posted this little thing on Facebook on her account, and she was saying how they were at Dave and Buster's, and how LIl Mo husband, you see right there, y'all ain't gotta see me, she said, okay, so who would have ever thought, okay, I take my son to Dave and Buster's for his birthday, and my debit card was accidentally dropped, and within 15 minutes of it being dropped, LIl Mo's husband, Karl Dargan, finds my card, does not return it, but instead uses it to purchase $170 worth of playing cards for his children. And I'm like, what? He did what? Girl, did he do it for real? And I'm like, well, that's kind of crazy. So she says, okay, so he bought $170 worth of playing cards for his kids. Now, she said the cameras in Dave and Buster's confirmed that he was in possession of her card. No, of the play card that was purchased with her debit card. And I'm like, did he not think the cameras was there? Okay, what's going on here? Now, she said once he noticed we were on to him, he offered us one of his kids' play cards for my kids to use. And Eric, whoever said, nah, bruh, I want my debit card. He said, at the moment this man walked away and packed his kids up and left the building without even paying for the food he had ordered. The waiter is the one who told me he's a well-known boxer and LIl Mo's husband who comes in there often. How can you have a verified Instagram account, a famous wife, been on Love and Hip Hop, Marriage Boot Camp, and Couples Court, but yet you are stealing debit cards from people? I was robbed by a famous person, y'all. Google his name, blah, 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 blah. Now, when she said she know who he was, I said, girl, how do you know who he was? But you must have read up on him because you put everything he did. Now, this is the weird thing. LIl Mo, okay, LIl Mo was like, bruh, what's going on? I don't know. She posted on her IG today how, and I just saw it, and I was going to post it on my thing, but I don't have time to pull it up here. Well, I thought I did. I must have been tripping. Oh, which phone that was I on? Y'all know I be on two phones. I got two phones. I used to think that's that just said one for the Lord and one for the something else. Did I have it? No. But LIl Mo basically said, I can just Google it because, you know, it's only one LIl Mo on here. LIl Mo show. So she posted a whole picture of herself wearing a crown, and it says, "Queen, I don't do bum shit or flock with peasants. That shit beneath me. Fuck nigga glow free." I say, fuck nigga glow free. Okay, if you say so. Get rid of the dead weight and level up. I told y'all I was going to get me back. Believe in me. LIl Mo, Savage Heart. It's a movement. I reinvented myself. And I say, did you, LIl Mo? Now, when they were online saying how he stole the card and how he, you know, used it for the little 170, Carl himself went on Twitter. Went on Twitter, and this is what this fool. This is how you know he's stupid. Like, he dumb, diddy dumb. He said, "Listen, if I would have used someone's debit card, I would have maxed that bitch out. Y'all got me fucked up." I'm like, that's not a response, Carl. Carl, that ain't the right thing to say, bro. That's not what you're supposed to say. That if you had somebody's debit card, you would max it out. I'm like, you didn't max it out because they figured it out. And you were dumb enough to use a card in the same location. And even if you didn't, you had the play card that they bought the girl. He just stupid. You know, he is just dumb. But LIl Mo was making it seem as if she's left him now and how she not for the bullshit and, you know, she dead weight free and she suck a nigga free or whatever. But I'm like, girl, it took you long enough. But again, you can't put no time limit because Wendy was with Kevin for a whole 22 years and I gave her the benefit of the doubt. But I feel like LIl Mo just, girl, I don't know if she be bored or she thinks she ain't nobody else. But girl, I'm happy you say that you suck a nigga free now and that, you know, you don't, you know, support sucker people stuff or whatnot. Because it was some whole foolishness and this fugaziness going on up in this dancery. Nene Leakes' husband, okay, Greg Leakes is cancer free, okay? Cancer free. We want to say thank God for that man being healed in the name of Jesus, okay? You know, we are cancer free is the message he held up. He had been diagnosed, it was a stage 4. It was either stage 4 or was it stage 3 cancer, but he went through chemo. It was a whole long drawn out thing. He went last week to get a scan to see if there was any cancer left in his body, and as they say, no, there's no more cancer in his body, and he is healed. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Nene Poston, you know, now look at God. We are overjoyed to say we saw the doctors for the results of Greg's PET scan, and they took last week. The test show, wait for it, we are cancer free. Yes, God. Now I can go give Greg a black eye since so many think he's being abused. And I said, what do you need? That's, girl, bye. But again, we just happy that, you know, he cancer free. That is kind of amazing because, you know, so many times, so many people, you know, don't get that cancer freeness or whatever. So, you know, congratulations. Congratulations. They also bring up how the Real Housewives of Atlanta has already been starting filming. And they say usually they start filming in July, but they've been filming, you know, girl, since like April. And I'm like, well, that's kind of crazy. They say Phaedra may be back. And I'm like, if Phaedra back, I'm pretty sure Candy won't be. Candy done told y'all she don't want to be on the show with that lady. And she'll be perfectly fine not being on the show. And not only that, y'all know Candy is touring with her dungeon tour. And Candy said if she on the show, I will gladly find something else to do while they film it. And I was like, okay, girl. All right. But they haven't released who is on the show and who isn't. I think we just know. Well, I think it said Candy was back. Girl, I don't know. We shall see what's gonna go up. And now that was it. Okay, that was the last thing I had. Because everything else, I was like, girl, bye. I don't want to talk about it. It's some fuck shit. Fuck shit. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Anyway. So, girl, yes, that's 44 goddamn minutes. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. Okay, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification button, you know, check that description box and all of that good shit. I love you all. I'll be back later tomorrow with some more. Peace.